Credo. Mestre me abompae. Odom fanyame. So the Bekasa for Momo. They share it's a for in there. Jesus Zona and my bompae. Amen. Bosso and Chechera. Mary Yado Martinizen. The end time message. The end time message. A burner call a ye papa Yesu Christo number your today being I very close. Neda minti Satan and all the spirits are working very hard to make sure they will achieve one goal, another one purpose. Sembre woman yambra or ye aguzember or ye newbember. Very tough times. If you are not in the spirit of the living God, in Huza or Kodo Sisiera, Satan is firing. All missiles against Yamimba and humanity. Be ambijina na menyona kwerazenyi menyibri. Ephesians chapter 6. Ephesians chapter 6. And the menyuon jina na menyori che eradena sam beye embreka krani. Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10 downwards. Verse 11. Also, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For you wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day. And having done all to stand, stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, and above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. Verse 17. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Nyame na semenyi. The fairy tale last week, no empire, but last 2 weeks, verse 11, and menyuan kese fa ho na motsedo so verse 11 wanara menwie. Also put on the whole armor of God. Put on feshe nyamina kuzi nyina ametum ejina abonsam enyim anane dada enyim echire Mosi ekono oti onyaza oye moframa abrudi enyibrisam abonsam from ages esisina money ye atutunzeme ye Mercy says if you are not strong in the Lord onia you cannot entum in jinabonsam nenda dying in the tricks in him na spirit a onyuwan riye dwuman oye verse 12 verse 11 also fakudi ina fashe Mozikan Ossi no kwar last week make a say for home. Atrosam Yabonsam, one of the greatest weapons. Ye Atrosam Aqua Nayenda no kwar. Montolibio righteousness Sreniye say Aye sitse manyame afa Yesu Kristo aye wo kra yonkwa naza nyame pede ye ne maintain wo righteousness ne go further to attain holiness. You become very strong in the Lord. Biara on maintaining righteousness. Now on moving on unto holiness. On yet strong. On ye obia oriyeza nankasa opie. Nana dwi ene day odawara owojizi madododawara Kristo nyi. Next na Mabada Miziwie Ossi and the gospel of peace. And the gospel of peace. All these are contrary. Nya kwiza ochede we put on and we put up. Nyamina some gospel of peace. Yes, so powerful. The most powerful weapon, both spiritually and physically, is the word of God. So powerful. Bible as soon as Asibo chum Nyamina Sam in chum the biarada. Nyamina Sam in the Bibia Yehu, Nimeyehu, both spiritual and physical. Or bring it on to being or to reality. Nyankopon kwotse sama yeshi. Nyamina mna sama do no bo wiase odbo no munzeme nyina. The word of God is God himself, and so it's very powerful. Interpret el kanyankopon sam na eda chire obi a otibonim nyamina sam o push abonsam sun fia timponum isumo timponum nyamina sam a oye kan o push darkness onye panu no out. Osinyami say the canabra, the canabra, that is the word of God. Ne sumen to my children. It's a break in some for yet in Yankupon. Name quite some the gospel of peace, yet in call, yet in my confu, yet in my cry. Meaning you are pushing darkness out of people. You are pushing Satan out of people. Last week, Michael, there, Christians need to be offensive, not defensive. In 10 years, no tradition, Yankopon, Quajisam, the gospel of peace, Yezriman Kofu, Nenkofu, where Jin Yankopon, Sam, Atumwa for Jesus Christ or Krajonkwa, then you put Satan back. Why are there war strategy? So therefore, one form a line. Never push forward. war. Time CBA water will use Aussie. No retreat, no surrender, meaning you have to move forward. It's a Christian, most of the Christians are retrieving, going back. Satan is pushing them backwards and backwards and backwards. Instead there, all will move forward. We'll move forward. We're offensive. They are becoming defensive, and Satan is pushing them backwards and backwards. Eric Kanyamina some, no Nyamimba Kanyamina some, no Nyamimba Kanyamina some, from north to east, south and west. Then we push Satan backward. We push darkness backward from people. Instead with the Satan konechi, you push him to the corner, but in there because the Christian Satan is pushing more Christians backward and pushing them against the wall. So sad. Pushing them against the wall because they are not preaching the gospel. One Kenyan kupano kwa jinsa menchire Accra, iti Accra watu sumoman. Wanabra bomb was the influence ibinu power concern where Christopher Ibinu was the son. Now what bra on Sarah Zeni Satan had become offensive and Christians have become, most of the Christians have become defensive. That is why every day Satan is winning and pushing and pushing. That's the secret. The gospel and able to push Satan back. But the gospel, no, Christians will preach the gospel. I am so weak. I am so complacent. And Satan is pushing always forward and forward and forward. Baby Bokubiara, whether radio don't say him phone, it's some phone, whether, often TV do, in some phone all over. In some phone all over, and conference and command. If you are saying Jum, if you are some, in summer, on Shira Zeni, because Christians have failed to preach the gospel of peace. In summer, other in Quadrinia Sumgimba, Kofabra Boom, a Christian Funka. So Satan is pushing them. And most of the Christians have become vulnerable to Satan. Aussie, put on the whole armor of God, the gospel of peace. It is so powerful. Nyamina san otumosi se yimpa transform yimpa. Nyamina san obotumasi se well leaders, politicians. In there, womu binumu po. One caught some of a soulful in a way influence one. More evil. One compromise. One compromise it's a soulful being of what one to them come quarry cheer paying for another no quarrel try to work on one to them come because they have compromised. Satan is pushing hard. In them about some influencer to the top of the world leadership hierarchy to a extent today impose a better president name strong in the law. You'll be frustrated. But also I join one. because we don't push the gospel of peace. We don't preach the gospel of peace, through which we can put Satan and darkness out of people's life. The next weapon, Bible can want some on any faith. Jesse, say a week when you mean. Name to me new coffin, Chenya Minasa, name Sino Concroye, and Sinatilium. Name Zeno Quara. Would Jesse or your bro? A week in faith. Yes, if Ephesians chapter 6, verse 16 also, above all taking the shade of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And Christ will not trade them with Jesse, very strong. Would Jesse to my stronger? Say, beer is in a common yammy. No matter what, it's in a common yammy, it's not in your concroyum, and you go for Chenyamina some, or send a Jizzy there, Nyami or ho, tell you go for Chenyamina some. Warren in yourself. Abba, faith, able to, it doesn't matter what Satan tries to do. On your chumba, or true, or see, or your shader, or quench me there upon some true. Upon some that tried almost so dead, be a child or be a day. You don't accept it because in the middle would get in chair with them. In the maybe or what some of us suffer being what just it chair one. Say Jimmy, you when your mima would Jesse on chair with them. The fairy tale. Suffer affirmation for revival ministries of Christ. Minyon Kasafa, the end time message. Have strong faith. Say, what strong faith, Abonsam is afraid of you. So, we just see a meaning a generation ye, a generation or in some form any suggestion bearer, Satan might try there, over post and then about suggest to you. You don't accept it. Overthrow all kinds of ammunitions on you, weapons on you, but by your faith, Nina know why are there spiritual weapon, yet block all those shader, yet block all those fairy darts. What faith on my come yet on penetrate through. Into so in your faith automatically. That my chance make a chinde. Enyiminyamiye. Ezi no kwa etsenatriniyem. Enyo kofu chenyamina sam. Enyina together enyimide nyami wo ho. Into our strong faith and with Jesus can see when you mean. So Bibi and you will say to Maya, Israel and I don't about to be way against you. Montano Ossi and take the helmet of salvation. As soon as you find a police for work or crime. Another person for peacekeeping and wash your helmets. Amma. A true be the people two and a straight bullet TB and no people to be beer. Ababa no way save the life. It was Asuja for kwa wo apparatus we use what share number wo kita one internos minje kumpo ni na ye very necessary Kristo nyi no mo henzi na eja no ho eja kumpo asamato eja kumpo asamboto inti na otuamfo there. Put on the whole armor of God and put up the whole armor of God. Me make se for wo nyina sisi ma e put on edin share helmet of salvation. Ebe Yesu Christo. Have you been able to maintain your salvation? Also work out your own salvation, protect your salvation. Men turn in kwaja eradizamo also to nemo men turn Satan on kwaja. You don't have any protection on your head. What hit your head appear you will die. Nyimpaniti fida obowu. Do you have your helmet on? Or have you sold your helmet? In kwaje nyamiza meheno ye de hore ye she anatan atana asama to go back for it. Nyami in kwaje za meheno ebinu waje wande enya nkwa ina naranyin ewa pomizina you protect it and disease anyhow and no midera anyhow. You need to protect your good health. So, you have to work out to protect it. Bomban, and to believe anyhow. Erokoko as your helmet. No, so after all, more breastplates of faith and righteousness. And so, Eli, what helmet? You can die. One hit wakoko. Into may you faint or shame. Now found blood. No hit with it. A bra. And you will helmet out to what? You will die. It's also take on the whole armor. Don't faint it. No more hinzi in the yato. No more hinzi in the ayi edato. Eya to what feni na chair because assemble tomato. E kwa sincerely wom yerko de nyamenemba impa de samba ada samba fami bi wo ho a onyi nyame offer Yesu Christo the cried yonkwa. Most of them they don't know what is happening. Since about some has captured the whole world. We are still under the grace and the protection of God. Yes, you can send me there. Say, or Baba, the very elect shall be deceived until it will cut the day short. That is the period they will see here. But in Kofu, one recognize the serious times say you won't. Very critical and very serious. Lebra miracle many mean ibi o wa mededezi me hu. The fairy tale so far from men saying for revival ministries of Christ. Monomani oye binom when ye monoma opera of friend or the software preacher and church onoma di tugwa monoma singing 054 115 7246 054 115 7246 and also 020 89 66 562 Bibiara how epede ehun epede bi se botum afram ne bisam empa boss na pie dem bobom pa mo mo bokwe rade mo pa boma ebotum afre na ma bompe za mo nyame adoma embo so do next week God willing God bless you and bye-bye for now.